welcome back to another episode of Nouveau Geek. We are here talking about Faith number 4.
Can't get enough.
I don't know why I'm screaming that, but I am.
Super excited.
Really excited about this episode. Issue. It's not an episode because that's on TV.
Right.
So Faith 4, we ended Faith 3 and the bad guys came into play, and then Faith comes to save the day, pretty much.
Right.
That's one thing, like, as I was reading this, I kind of struggled with, because, like, this issue is a very positive, and I don't know why I've got a problem with...
She doesn't like positive thinking.
Positive thinking at all. I'm a horrible
Negative all the way.
There you go. That's exactly it. No, I feel like there was just, like, in the other issues, I'm going to keep saying episodes, in the other issues, there was, like, this build-up. And then we get to this issue, and it's like, like,
right.
She comes in and saves the day, pretty much.
Well, it's like they congested everything all into one compacted issue. Like,
yeah.
There was too much of a... It was like build up, and then bam, like, and now it's over. So
yeah, I think that was the problem.
And, yeah.
So, because that's not the way real superheroes are.
Right. Well, kind of. I mean, there's other series, I guess, too, that have done that, where, like, they've really built up, and then all of a sudden the end is just, like, all chunked together, and so you don't really have...
Yeah.
It's almost disappointing in a way, because you're just like, oh my God, like, it's going to be epic, and then you either have to be epic...
Yeah.
Or it's just not really good at all.
And I think that was it, is I don't think that it was bad, but it just wasn't epic. But with that being said... There is, like, Faith is getting her own series starting in July, and they left this...
July 20th, y'all.
I'm really excited. But they left it open-ended enough in this that, like, they can carry this over into the next series.
They were making a way for it to be a series, so
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I thought, like, obviously I like it. This is, like, my gateway comic. Right. But I just felt like in other... comic books or comic book movies even, I'm not going to say anything specific, but, like, not everything ends on a happy note, and I feel like this just kind of ended on that happy note that I was like, oh, I guess I was kind of expecting a little bit, like...
She just wanted more drama.
I wanted more drama. I did. I'm just going to say
I wanted action. She wanted drama.
But there wasn't nearly as much action either, and I think that would have added to it as well.
I'd love to be able to see it on video. Like, I think that's...
No, this would be a really fun, like, film. Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah. And I have found out that I am not necessarily a comic book person or comic book movie person either. I like action movies as opposed to a drama-filled movie of comic books heroes. Because I did see a movie recently. I'm not saying it was bad, but I was expecting some kick-butt stuff. And there was less of that and more of a storyline. And I was, like, ready for somebody to get... beat up. You are a huge fan of, like, the art. I mean, you're married to an artist on that end, like, as opposed to, like, me, I'm a photographer, like, this kind of thing, I'm not opposed to this at all, obviously. Like, I see, like, true talent in this kind of art. I just can't do it. I didn't really grasp the concept of the fact that, like, the cover art and the interior art are done by different people. Right. Like, I didn't grasp it until we were talking to, like, Tom Fleming and Dave DeVry while we were at a Magicon, because they do more cover art. They don't enjoy doing interior art. And you can tell, like, the different, like, when you look at the cover art of a comic book, it is very different, obviously, than the art that's inside.
The interior.
So, I mean, there is like a very big difference between the two, and they don't always have the same artists do the interior as well, and that totally, like, makes sense. I'm like, that would be really, really. Time-consuming to be the only person to do the entirety of stuff.
Well, and in Faith, too, because she's got these dream sequences, you've got, like, yet another style of art.
Right.
Like, right there.
And that, I mean...
It's insane.
I'm very humbled by how much time and effort goes into making a comic book, because I know it's not just like, oh, I just sketched a thing and put some words to it and here you go.
Yeah.
Like, there is... I mean, this is, like, an amazing... art form, if you will.
Yeah. But one thing that I think would have helped too, maybe, is if we were able to, like, Netflix reading these.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I would love, like if I'm gonna start doing this all the time, like I don't want to wait for the next issue.
Yeah,
Like,
because
no.
I waited like a month for each one.
I am not about that. Like that is like no. I have Hulu, I have Netflix, so I don't ever have to really wait.
Yeah.
Like if there's a series that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get into that a lot, then I will wait until it's completed. Then I can like binge watch them, or I don't have, I can kind of wait for them on my own time.
Yeah.
And that is.
That's the way, like, I wish
That's
that we could
how-
do this because,
right.
like, I would have rather just, like, binge read them.
Right.
Like, okay, I've got all 4, and I'm going to sit down with some popcorn
So
and just binge read them.
we could do that with our next comic series because now obviously we've ended the faith,
Yeah.
and so we are, coming up against, doing another comic series.
Yeah.
So we could do that. We could
Actually, yeah, we
actually sort of do a Netflix version of our comics.
Yeah. That will end up being a Friday night date. We'll just sit down
Right,
and
just, like, binge read a comic book.
comic books.
So what do you guys like? What
Yeah.
would you like us to read about? I really want an action
Yeah.
comic. I want something that's just hardcore action.
Yes.
There could be a storyline, obviously. Like
We need
there
some
has to-
kind of a
there has to be
storyline. Yeah.
storyline.
So yeah, let us
That's,
know in the comments below like what yours are because we've been asking a couple of people and we're not getting like as clear of answer I think as we were thinking or hoping.
I'm gonna put my foot down. That's what
I want an
to
action
do.
series.
No,
I think I think that an action series would be great.
Right.
So, but with that being said, then Andrea, I'm gonna call you out on something.
Yeah.
I know that you don't read these.
I don't read them. We have a system, and it really works for Nouveau Geek. I come in and I look at the pictures, and Christine will read me the comics. And that
Yes.
works for me. Like I have said before, like I would love to have a comic book on tape because I would probably get into it a lot more
Yes.
if I had that option.
So was that the hardest thing for you because this is the first series that we've done. This is the first time either of us have really read comics.
Right.
Like, was it just like the style of writing?
It is. It's
okay.
a style of writing. It's
Felt
messy to me. Like I've said, like I like the way things are in
Yes,
order.
I
have
just
follow
really wanted to
along in the-
call you out on that in front
That's
of
all right. That's,
everybody.
Throw me under the bus. That's what we're about at Nouveau Geek. Andrea doesn't read her own comics.
That really is Faith 4. That is Faith the series, kind of in a nutshell
Right.
for us.
Well done.
We're probably not going to be doing the next Faith series. That's just going to be for me. I might post some personal stuff on our Facebook page, so make sure to keep your eyes out for that. Let us know in the comments below what comics you want to see. Also, what kind of games do you guys want us to be playing? I mean, we've got quite a few kind of like in the works
They're
and organized,
coming.
but we also want to know what you guys want to see.
We have some special guests who make their own games.
Oh, I know. I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Another
awesome.
local artist who I love.
We've got like a
Right.
ton coming, and they're all really awesome local artists that we're going to be talking to. So I cannot
The
wait.
future
for that.
Tom Flemings and Dave DeVry and
Yes.
Nick Fabios.
Yes, that's really awesome.
Um,
So make sure if you guys like the video to like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, and share this with your friends because we want to get the word out that living in a geek world is not just for geeks anymore. Like I'm allowed to open up and let this be real. So
She really lives in a fantasy land. Like you should see her crazy eye dream sequence.
it's true.
She's got one.
It's true. So,
Right.
well, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Nouveau Geek done.
Nouveau Geek out, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Shh.